treated as treasoners. Even in the refugee camps, they hid who they were, lest they be attacked or taken away. The question arises as to why, then, they headed to Sudan at all. The answer lies in the fact that it was, from 1979, a secret gateway, a pathway to the Holy Land, unlocked by two men. One, an enterprising Ethiopian Jewish fugitive called Ferede Aklum. The other, an exceptional Israeli secret agent called Dani. One cryptic letter and an unlikely partnership changed the course of history for the Jews of Ethiopia, and in many ways that of the State of Israel and the Mossad itself. It is the only operation of its kind where civilians have been evacuated from another country that has been completely led by an intelligence agency. It was through danger and daring that Ferede and Dani laid the foundations for a secret network of Ethiopian Jews and an entire division of the Mossad, backed by naval and air support, to deliver thousands of Jewish refugees to a land they had yearned for so long. As Dani put it to me in one of our many interviews, it was like two big wheels, two strong wheels actually met. One was the old Ethiopian Jews' dream to go back to Zion and Jerusalem, and the other one was the Israeli Jews that came to help them fulfill this. It was the fusion of wheels that was the strength of this operation. That is why nobody ever gave up. Zion is a biblical term for Jerusalem or the land of Israel. It was also the result of a combination of bravery, ingenuity, subterfuge, and guile, perhaps none more so than the ruse used as a years-long cover story by the Mossad to carry out the mission behind enemy lines. With astonishing inventiveness, the team of secret agents, led by Dani, set up and operated a diving resort on the Sudanese coast, masquerading as hotel staff by day, while smuggling Jews out of the country by night. Even more remarkable was the fact that it was done hand in hand with unwitting Sudanese authorities and under the very noses of the guests. How it happened is told in this audiobook, pieced together from accounts of the agents and the people who stayed there themselves. In the course of over 100 hours of interviews I conducted with past and present Mossad agents and Navy and Air Force personnel involved in the secret operation, both on the ground and behind the scenes, many made a similar personal point, that they knew, there and then, that they were involved in something historic. All would say with modesty that they were just doing their job, but it was clear they were motivated by something much more visceral than that. More than once, these individuals would use the analogy of the biblical exodus of the Jewish people, who went from bondage in Egypt to redemption in the Promised Land. They felt they were carrying out something similar in the modern age. The latter-day event is often referred to as the rescue of the Ethiopian Jews. This, however, is a characterization which is rejected by the Ethiopian Jews themselves, a perspective which deserves to be acknowledged and respected. They were masters of their own fate. They elected to make the perilous journey, leaving behind their homes and their way of life, in pursuit of the holy city, losing loved ones in terrible circumstances along the way. For this reason, and in deference to them, I do not describe what took place as a rescue in this audiobook. By its very nature, the Mossad operates in an opaque and clandestine way, which was very much the case when it came to smuggling the Jews out of Sudan. For decades, the details of this operation, which paved the way for the historic mass airlift of Jewish refugees from Sudan, known as Operation Moses, were officially secret. The fact that it happened is known. How it happened has not been written about before, with the full cooperation of those who commanded and carried it out. Now is a moment in time when the story is surfacing, quite rightly capturing people's imaginations. It is an exciting tale, but as with all intrigue...